Watch out, older men. The discourse around why Shannon Sharpe is getting backlash for getting with a younger girl while Bill Belichick is not getting any backlash. And we will say this.
Savannah, slow down.
Slow down, okay? They're not the same. Even though there might be some similarities, there's a lot of differences.
So there is an interview that went viral on CBS about Bill Belichick. So for people who don't know who's Bill Belichick, he's widely regarded as the greatest football coach in history. During his 24 seasons with the New England Patriots, he led the team to 6 Super Bowl titles. Okay, so he knows his craft. He's really good at what he does. Now, born in April 16 in 1952. So he is 74 years old.
Turning 74.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's 73 right now.
Okay.
Okay. He has 3 kids, 3 grandchildren. So he's a papa and grandfather.
And well-seasoned
Definitely
in those roles.
Yeah, he needs to be tossed. Now, he's dating a 24-year-old girl named Jordan Hudson.
Who is Jordan Hudson?
I don't want to know.
Well-
I don't want to know. I don't want to know anything about her.
Okay, how did they meet?
They met in a plane.
Oh, shh.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. It's 2025. Let's look at me.
Grandpapa.
We are not going to be lying to each other in 2025 about how people are meeting each other these days. No, okay? I'm not going to listen to we met at a supermarket. We met at a bookstore. We met on a plane. Maybe at cafes. I'll accept that. Okay, that still is happening.
Or rehab. Yes, rehab, yeah.
Well, look at my face when I say this, okay? It's okay to admit that probably y'all met on a dating app. Like, come on. It's okay.
Like Raya. Come on.
Or a referral. You know what I'm saying? Or probably she was one of those girls, you know, those girls that they bring in, those entry girls or those party girls.
To hype up the guys and everything.
Because he's part of the NFL, so agencies bring girls whenever there's a season party.
It would make sense if she was like a cheerleader. You know what I mean?
You have Jordan
Why, though?
right over there. Everybody in the world seems to be following this relationship. They've got an opinion about your private life. It's got nothing to do with them, but they're invested in it. How do you deal with that?
Never been too worried about what everybody else thinks. Just try to do what I feel like is best for me and what's right.
How did you guys meet?
Not talking about this.
Wait a minute.
Done.
No.
There's some great pictures of you and Jordan where you're a fisherman and she's a mermaid.
Oh, my
Charming.
God.
It's a different side of you. What's the reaction been like?
What's it been like?
To have these different sort of photos. There's another one where you're doing, I know you're not into meditation or yoga or Pilates. You're balancing.
Do you remember
Jordan
taking
on your
those
feet.
photos, sir?
She's doing kind of the
Grandpa?
Titanic pose.
Do you remember those photos?
Yes, so I'm on some of those social media
He
platforms.
doesn't even know.
Sir, do you know where you are? Shh.
Wait.
Let's just do a basic test, okay? Sir, what's the day today? Let him answer. Okay, how about this? Just draw a full clock all the way to 12.
Yes.
Okay, just dot it out correctly. Okay. How about this? How many children do you have? Did you just say Jordan?
No. It's not Jordan. Okay, your daughter's name Amanda. Okay, and Amanda, where are you?
Oh my goodness.
Where are you when your father's embarrassing himself on national television
Oh my
with
God.
a hole on his shirt?
That's another thing too. And please, nobody, I know we're going to have somebody say that, guys, that's an expensive Balenciaga jersey shirt. No, it doesn't look
I
like
thought we
it.
canceled Balenciaga.
That's another one too. Let's be honest about things, okay? Where is his agent? Where is his assistant? What do you mean creative muse? What is this, a fashion household? Is she Iman or something?
We still have music.
What is going on here? Yeah, I'm just gonna say what I think is going on here. But
Say it.
first, let's acknowledge this, guys. He's like 74 years old. Now, I do not know what the fine line of what's considered to be geriatric, but when you're getting up there, you can anticipate some form of impairments, your mental capacity is decreasing, the amount of pills you're taking increases, and then along comes a 21-year-old because they met, what?
Like 3 years ago, almost.
So she was probably 21. What does it look like?
Come on.
Come on. It looks
She
like...
sees an old man who's somewhat slow, who's intrigued by her and everything. And she's like, why not? She's Googled his name, okay? She realized he has money, okay? Probably his kids is not in his life because they seem like they're well-established coach themselves, okay?
Okay.
Especially Amanda. And, and why not? Like, he has nobody in his life.
But
okay?
I understand. Well, we'll get to nobody in this life. But what does it look like, guys? Like, stop trying to say love at first sight. This is something genuine. No, this
There's
is
consent and all that.
Yeah, but I think Actually, I want to make a big deal out of this one because we made a video about Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. When older people start getting up in that age, I feel like families should get more involved with them. You gotta protect everything about them. Yes, the finances, but even their health as well. Because I believe they're at a disadvantage right now, you know? They don't have it all up in here. I'm not saying this guy's the case, but I'm just saying you gotta start anticipating that happening. So I find it very coincidental a young girl rolls up right now. What does it look like? I don't wanna say it, y'all say it. It sounds like elder, capital A going on here, you know, some form of a predatory pattern or coercive control because like I said earlier, like where is his agent or his assistant? Like she's there. So it looks like some form of isolation going on.
And I'm
going
to say this, what a girl in her 20s can get from a guy in his 20s, 30s, or even 40s.
Money.
Easy, sweet money.
That's
He's
what I'm
not going to
saying.
complain. He has a lot of it. He just want to make her happy, shiny, and new, okay?
Fine. Say what you guys want to say. They're consenting adult. But I believe when you start getting older up in that age, consent under condition. And that's, again, I have an unpopular opinion. I believe if you don't have a good relationship with your parents for whatever reason, I get it. It happens in families, okay? And you're no longer in their life and they're no longer in your life. And like they can do whatever they want to do. I still believe when they start getting up there in age and getting old and they start becoming a bit impaired in their judgment, I believe come around, protect that family member. Either the government gets your family member or cases like this.
And right now, she's already in his book, okay?
Oh, is she?
She's in his
got a
book,
chapter.
okay? Girl, it's probably a page, but she's in his book. And for people who want to know his book, it's called The Art of Winning Lessons from My Life in Football. Good for you. You made a book. But now on the case of Shannon Sharpe, and yes, he got with a younger girl. But you know what? Let's check this clip.
Is the older women trying to shame older men into picking them?
Picking them?
Because see, that's the competition.
I
Older
see-
women ain't the
I see
competition
you
with older women. It's them young ones.
Right.
It's them young ones that
Yes.
that'll do what you want.
Yeah.
Come on.
Ain't nobody gonna tell me I'm independent.
Uh-oh.
I pay my bills. I pay the cost to be the boss.
Okay.
You the boss by yourself.
But aren't you by yourself?
Them old young ones coming with it.
Yeah.
Dissect what he
I
said.
literally didn't hear anything. It went through this ear and went out the other. Like,
Okay,
it was just pure
Let
garbage
me see
to
what I
me.
can remember.
Yeah.
He goes, older women, okay? I know where the competition's at.
So he's competing with older women. Okay, interesting.
No, he's saying older women are competing with younger women.
All right.
And then he says younger women, they come with it. And he said they will do what you want them to do.
Because you're saying they're naive and impressionable and all that? And easy to manipulate?
I
All
don't
right.
know what to say. I'm actually scared.
He's crazy.
I'm actually scared.
He's
I have no words to
crazy.
say.
So pretty much everyone knows the story. Shannon Sharpe is being sued for $50 million by an OF model
Yeah.
for allegedly SA.
Yeah, we didn't cover the story.
Because it was so bad. It
And
was so
very
greasy.
greasy, and we said just let it run its course. I think they're gonna go to court for it. I'm not quite sure, but like now that this bill case is picking up steam, people are saying, you know, it's just a race thing. Why y'all attacking Shannon Sharpe versus this guy? And I'm saying it's not the same. It looks like Shannon Sharpe intentionally knew what he was getting himself into, willingly, consciously plotting the whole thing, you know, selectively, not even just a rando girl, you know what I'm saying? He picked a specific industry to fish out the girl. And she was like, well, I'm from that industry. You know how we are about it. It's strictly transactional, you know?
She
It's-
does her
it's
service. He shows his freaky, crazy, sick side. But there's a lot of people who don't know that he tried to buy her out with $10 million. Yeah. And after he's releasing a video, a statement saying that this is a shakedown. No.
Listen, it could be intimidation. It could be a shakedown. It could be a setup. It could be whatever it is. But don't act like you didn't see it coming. You were warned.
Yeah.
Okay, you were warned. Even the people sitting on your couch were warning you about it's not looking good. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Monique.
And he did it. He dived
Cat
right
Williams.
into it.
You know, I always believe older men who seek out younger women, especially in their late teens, early 20s, either don't have kids or they don't have a great relationship with their children, especially their daughters.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, look at Shannon Sharpe, what he said about his own daughter.
Hey, my daughter's a budget. You got a budget. I don't get whatever you do after that.
I mean, I don't want to be in your business, but what number you said?
30,000.
30,000. Okay.
So you
wow.
you can have a wedding with
I
30,000.
don't know what you could have. I ain't one getting married.
Wow.
I don't give a.
Wow.
Hey,
Look at that.
y'all from the South, y'all know about that fried catfish and spaghetti plate. Hey, I know somebody hooked that thing right on up.
Okay. First of all,
Rich people's problem?
yes.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking about it. Regular folks, we would say, thank you so much for covering our wedding.
Yes.
$30,000, good. However, for rich people, that's how much he probably pays to change the rims off his Rolls Royce.
Exactly.
Yeah, like that's how much it is.
But the thing is, he's making fun of his daughter's wedding, who's an extension of him, by giving her $30K budget, right?
To carry out a mediocre wedding for rich people.
Exactly.
Talking about, like, just get yourself some fried catfish and spaghetti. Like,
and
hey, you know how it is in the South.
But on the download, he was planning to give $10 million to an OF model. Come on.
Where's his
To a
priorities?
stranger, practically.
But let's dial it back to the original point. I believe, like, all four parties share some form of responsibility in this thing, okay?
But who has much to lose?
The men.
Exactly.
Because...
the girls have nothing. They started out with nothing.
Yeah.
And eventually they will get something.
Yeah. However, if the allegations is true against Shannon, then let the court system do what it needs to do. Let justice take its course. Other than that, if I was Bill's daughter, I would get heavily involved in my parents' life, especially as they're encroaching kind of like older age. Other than that,
Yeah. You guys, on this note,
a mess.
please like this video, subscribe to our channel. Bye now.
Bye.